Let's speedrun Tesco's. Alright, and we're in. First thing is the basket grab on the left. We're struggling to get the basket over the arm here. Yeah, and there it is. That's a bit of a sloppy basket technique. We'll have to improve that for next time. We've got an NPC in front of the veg, but they're not in front of the veg that we need, so it shouldn't hinder us too much. We get the red pepper, and the red onion is in the basket, and that's a reasonably clean veg split. But I forget the drink for the meal deal. That's a disastrous routing mistake. Going for the protein milkshake today so I can kid myself that I'm going to be going to the gym later. We've got a decently clear meal deal aisle, so that's some good RNG. We'll pick up the snack for the meal deal. And there's the main, and that's a reasonably decent split apart from that little pathing mistake. Now our way is clear up to the cupboard goods here. We've got a couple of tins of tuna round the corner, and we're looking for the bread. The bread's just on the end of this aisle here. Quick bread grab, and there's the cupboard split, nice and clean. We like that. Now just the fridge split left before the checkout. The only thing we've got is the milk, so should be clean, but there's an NPC in front of the milk. That's going to be tough. We're going to have to perform some expert maneuvers here to try and get round him, but it actually doesn't hinder us too much. We don't lose too much time on that milk grab. So now, how's the checkout RNG? It'll be just around this corner. Pretty clean. We've just got one NPC on the end there. Plenty of open slots for us to go into. We put the basket down. Now I am actually going to have to turn and perform bag grab here, which is just poor preparation on my part. We need to remember to bring our own bag next time just to save that little bit of time on the turnaround, because this is costing me both time and money, frankly, so must do better in future. Now it's just a case of scanning the items. And that's our last item scanned before we get into the really techie menuing here. We've got to look up our veg. So we get our red onion there. That's one. And we move on to the next one. But I've forgotten to put the onion in the bag. That's an amateur move. Always put the onion in the bag before looking up the next one. Now we need to look up the red pepper, but I didn't see it in the veg section. So we look in the fruit. It does have seeds, but it's not in there either. Back to the veg section. Has it appeared? No, it hasn't. What's going on? Why isn't it in there? It's a loose red pepper. Why can't I look it up anywhere? Is it in other? No, doesn't seem to be. It's obviously not going to be in bakery, so we don't need to look there. But we've got no choice. It doesn't seem to be anywhere else. We're floundering. We're desperately floundering. Back to the fruit. Back to the veg. We can't find it. We need to ask an NPC for help, and he points out that it's got a barcode on a sticker on it. Absolute amateur hour speed running. We thank the NPC, and they're on their way. Well, we will know that for next time, so that's some good time save for next run, I suppose. We scan the card, and there's the payment split. 2 minutes 53. Not very clean. Pretty poor payment split there, must be said. We're on our way out. I cut in front of that NPC there, which honestly I don't feel great about, but we've got to do what we've got to do for the runs. And we are out, and that's 3 minutes and 9 seconds. We didn't set a great pace, but that's all this was today. It was just a pace setting run for our first time. We definitely got some baked in time save for next time, so we will be back.